So whenever Hanwha came on the register and made their pretty public announcements, I engaged with them to try and understand, what you've talked about a partnership, you've talked about all of this amazing technology that you will bring to shipbuilding. If they genuinely have it, I'm very interested because I'll do anything I can to make our shipyard the best it can be. But not a lot of information came across the table, no plans, no ideas. As a board, we were somewhat skeptical or nervous about the ability for the transaction to actually occur. Building nuclear submarine modules in the United States, being appointed the strategic shipbuilder here in Western Australia, didn't feel like those were actions of governments that wanted us to be owned by Koreans. So we kind of said, we're not engaging. We don't think this is transactable. If FIRB tell us something different, or the Treasurer with the advice of FIRB tell us something different, then we'll react differently. But that's been going for a long time today. So to be honest, we ignore it. We've got a great strategy. We've got great people. We're absolutely focused on executing our strategy. There's been public statements made by Hanwha, and that's not a game we play. So we actually went to the alleged publisher of the document and asked for clarity, and that must have been 6 months ago, and we still haven't received clarity. So I think it's another opaque situation where don't believe everything you read, and ultimately it's the Treasurer's decision here. This is not a decision for the United States in the first instance. We need to understand what's going to happen with shipbuilding and ensure the facilities that are going to be built or required are exactly fit for purpose and the right job. But then we're not so involved in the submarine side of things, and those two bits need to be integrated together. So yeah, it's definitely an area of frustration. What will happen will be very exciting, but we absolutely need to get on with it, and that's something we're pressing government to try and accelerate. Less talking, more doing. I think if you got a handful of people around the table for a day, we could work this out. I don't understand why we go to big design consultants and take 9 months and hundreds of millions of dollars to not come up with an answer. We need some real focus on this. My biggest concern, to be honest, is if we don't get on with this as Western Australia, I can guarantee you South Australia are doing everything they possibly can to try and get those programs that are scheduled for Western Australia and say, hey, look, we've done it. We've lent in, we've built the infrastructure, our processors are ready, we've got the people. It's much easier. Don't waste your time, just get on and do it. And the Premier and I had a deep and meaningful conversation about that on Friday night, about the biggest challenge is not what we need to do in Western Australia, it's South Australia eating our lunch.